If you're looking to do a no spend year in 2025, then I am currently trying to work out the best way to keep motivated because I'm already anxious about it, knowing that I feel like I'm going to get bored or not want to keep to task. So, as well as doing my little acts of decluttering that I do, I'm going to use my little PDF calendar that I create, and I'm actually going to mark off any day that I don't spend money. Obviously, I'm not going to include any food shop because that is an expected spend and that'll be every week. But if I happen to buy something that is outside of the norm spend, my excess money, then I am tracking it and I'm going to write down what I spend it on and how much on my calendar. So hopefully that will be a motivator. And on the calendar, I have got a little space for goals and a space to write some free things to do and a reward. And let's talk through those points. So the idea of the goal is that I need to have a motivator. What am I saving for? What am I doing? Are you clearing debt? Are you saving for a big expense? Are you just trying to be better with your money? Are you trying to do some long-term investments? What's your goal? I'm going to write down my goal of saving for a car because that's my main incentive. I need to save for a car because I want to buy one in about a year or 2 years' time. 3 things to do. So in that space, I'm going to think about things that I can do in January that are realistic, that are free to do, that I would like to do, so that I am getting out and doing things but not costing very much. So for example, it might be a walk to Killerton or a National Trust place because I've still got my pass until I think the end of February. So for January and February, that is still on my free things to do list, but from March onwards it's not. So maybe I'm going to utilise that over the next couple of months. I'm also going to say going for walks in places like Dartmoor, it's only costing petrol really, so it's not really a spend. Maybe going to the beach, that is a free thing to do. It's still a walk essentially, but there's places to sit as well. Catching up with friends, that's going to be a big one because I can do that without really costing anything. I can just bake snacks to take hot drinks with me. So I'm going to have a think of some more free things to do. If you have got some ideas of some free things to do, then leave a note in the comments. Then that might inspire each of us to get motivated and do those free activities. So the reward section is not going to be something physical. Maybe it's a reward like having a facial or a massage, or maybe it's having an opportunity to make a nice meal for yourself. You've got to think outside the box here. It needs to be something that is an experience or something you could do rather than a physical item thing, not stuff. You don't want to be rewarding yourself with more stuff. You want to be reducing what's coming into the home. So the reward has to be something that is consumable, or maybe it's something that is an experience. So I'm going to come up with some different things that I can put on my tracker to motivate me each month as I go through. And like I said, I'm going to highlight them as I do a no spend. I'm going to see what highlighted colours I've got. Well, I have got a little bit of choice here. I've got yellow, green, pink and blue. So maybe I just might choose green as a no spend day. So that means I've been successful, I've not spent money, and that is green good. And maybe the kind of warning might be the pink, or maybe I could do blue because that might be more visually appealing, or maybe I just leave it blank and just put a cross through it. But I like the idea of it being green, that I have achieved a no spend day. So each day matters. I need to do as little spending as possible, so I need to focus in on every day, no spend. I'm also going to share my daily kind of success on TikTok and Instagram. So if you're feeling like you want a buddy for your no spend year, then team up with me. We can go through it together and we can check off each day and say what's happened. So I might do like a little video for each day and say if I spent anything and how I'm feeling about it. So maybe at the end of the month there might be a put together recap of the month. Maybe that might be fun. I'll do that. So yeah, and I'll share little daily reminders as well on my social media channels. So if you want to follow along, you can find me there as well. This will be available. If you want to do decluttering and a no spend challenge and want a little calendar, then I have this on my website, declutteryourlife.co.uk. So if you want to follow along there, there's a newsletter and there's also the free download. So I will leave a link to the download in the description of the video. I shall be back for more videos soon on decluttering, minimalism and my no spend year. Take care. Bye.